Assalamualaikum class. Good morning. How are you all? Hope so you all are fine. Class 3, open your maths book. This is your maths book. Open this book. We will start our first lesson, that is unit number 1, review and assess 1. Now open your page number 2. Write down the date. Students, firstly write down the date at the top of the page and day, hour here. What is day today? Write down here. And what is day today? Write down here. Here is the exercise 1. Read the question with me. Write the place values of the numbers in red. We will just write down the place value of the numbers that is in red. As you know that the number 1 point is 399, means 399. Here the 9 is in red color. So as you know that we will start from the ones. So 9 is ones. So write down at the top only ones. O-N-E-S, ones. Now come to the next. 3 to 32. As you know that number 2 is ones and number 3 is tens. But we will just write down the place value of the number that is in red color. So 3 is in red. So the place value of 3 is tens. T-E-N-S, tens. The next, come to the next point, that is number 3, 309, 309. But here the 0 is, we just write down the place value of 0, ones, tens and hundreds. So the place value of 0 is tens, T-E-N-S, tens. Now come to the next, 213, 213. So ones, tens and then hundreds. 2 is in red color, so we just write down the place value of 2. So here the 2 is hundreds. So just we write down here the H. H stand for hundreds. Now come to the next. 500 means 500. We just write down the place value of 0. And here the place value of 0 is ones. Now come to the next, 22. So we write down the place value of 2 is, here the place value of 2 is ones. We just write down O. You can write down the full value of ones. You can just write down the O. It stands for ones. Now come to the next. Here only write down the 8. It means it is only ones. So just write down here O and you can write down the full value, O-N-E-S, ones. Now come to the next, 94. So 4 is the ones and the 9 is the tens. So you just write down the place value of 9 and that is tens. Now come to the next, ones, tens and then hundreds. So we will write down the value of 1, that is hundreds, and we just write down here the H. Now come to the last point, 002. So we will just write down the value of 2, that is ones. We can write only O and you can write down the full value, that is O-N-E-S, ones. Now students, solve the exercise 2 with me. Write the numbers as instructed. We just fill these blanks. Yes, read with me. Number 1, 2 numbers after 34. Here we will write down the two numbers, next 2 numbers after 34. You can write here, you can know that after that what will come, 34, 35 and then what will come, 36. Now come to the next point. The number between 234 and 236. What will come between these two? As you know that 235. Now you just write down the here is the number names are written. You just change them in numbers. 519. So write with me. 519.